わしと和彦？なれんのか。
和彦はなんとかならないのかしら。
僕もなんとかしたいけど、最近結構お金使ってしまったしな。
寂しいの。わしも行きたいの。
Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. This is episode 10, and my friends, feedback for this episode, review for this episode, opinion for this episode continues to be the same. Don't get it twisted, though. I did think this episode was really cute. I love the Wridra fan service. You know, when she was over there in Japan, and she was just in her, like, housewear, like she was looking... Wridra looking good. I mean, she's like, you know, she's top. Whatever's top in the top of the top, she's top tier. So don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it for that. And I also did enjoy the episode for seeing the flirtatiousness between our boy 𝐒𝐻𝐽 and between Mari. Like, I did enjoy that. Like, again, don't get me wrong whatsoever. I enjoy seeing our elf girl, and I enjoy seeing our boy. You know, flirtatiousness, cooking together, getting some curry on and stuff. But my problem, or my opinion, my strong opinion of the show, is we have now 2 episodes left. And this episode and last episode continue to feel like episodes that are like the equivalent of like your episode 5s in a 12 episode season, or like your episode 9 and 10 in the 36 episode season. It doesn't feel like we are on the cusp, that we are on, like, we're about to have the season end, you know? And when you have these episodes that don't quite develop anything in specific, that they're just a showing of cuteness or whatever, again, totally fine. But it doesn't feel like it, you know, we're getting towards the end of the season. Because here's the thing. This was episode 10. Next episode, they're going to continue to explore the labyrinth. The episode ended with Wridra training 𝐒𝐻𝐽. So let's say next episode is just all labyrinth. We continue just for them to explore the labyrinth. Then maybe episode 12 is Elf and 𝐒𝐻𝐽 going back and enjoying, you know, I think they're going to go visit his parents or something. So you have that be the end, and maybe they hold hands, or maybe we get a kiss or something at best, B-E-S-T, best case we get a kiss. Worst case we get nothing. Like, they look at each other, maybe they get like, their hands, like, you know, it's like one of those things, like, you know, you have like your hand, like maybe they're like, you know, maybe something stupid like that. That's the worst case. I mean, well, no, that I think both of those situations actually are the best case. No, okay, let me say it. Kiss is best case. Middle, like, you know, like, I guess the hold hands, you know, maybe like a hug, a sensual hug or something. Worst case, just absolutely nothing, nothing burger. That's the absolute worst case, and all 3 of those are potentials, right? Like, outside of that, though, like, what else is going to happen? Nothing. You know what I mean? They explore the labyrinth. Maybe they uncover something in the labyrinth. You know what I mean? Then they head back to Japan and they go on their trip, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's not really much else for us to look forward to, nor can we really speculate that much of things to potentially look forward to, because it's about to end. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really much else that we can look forward to, because we're at the end. We got 40 minutes of the show left. Like, that's it. Like, no matter what you or myself or you do, like, we got 40 minutes at best of show left. And that's all she wrote. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Again, I enjoyed the episode for what it was, but at the end of the day, in the back of my head, it's like, oh, well, but we're about to end. Like, they couldn't give us a little more juice, a little more spice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's fine. It's cute. You know, it just is what it is. But because we have such a limited runway, it's kind of just a little disappointing in a way. Because I know, again, like I said, best case we get a kiss. But is that even good enough for a whole season's investment into a show? Personally, I don't think so. And I think that they've wasted a lot of time, because there's been a couple of Nothing Burger episodes, maybe like even like 4 Nothing Burger episodes or half. And it's kind of like a little frustrating, because like, okay, either they're doing that to elongate what material they have because the manga or the light novel is still ongoing, or they're doing that because they're like, oh, well, maybe we get a season 2, so let's just stretch this mother effer out, you know? So it's just hard to say exactly. But regardless, Wridra continues to be best mama, best mommy to me. She's like fine as wine. I continue to enjoy that quite a bit, but again, I have to keep thinking about like, oh, well, you know, the show's going to end here very, very shortly, you know, very soon, and there's not a whole lot to show for it. So, yeah. I think this episode, I'll call it a 6.5 out of 10. You know, I think Wridra definitely, you know, pumped it up quite a bit there, but that's really about like the biggest bright side of the show. So, yeah. Oh, one other thing that I want to talk about too before I let you all go is, one of the things I was thinking about is they're all in the labyrinth, and Kazuhiko and Elf go to sleep. And I was thinking about this, like, why haven't I thought about this before? So when they're in the other world, right, they go to sleep, and then that sleep transitions them to Japan. And then they wake up in Japan. But then when they go to sleep in Japan, they wake up in the dream world. And I was like, is there no actual sleep that happens? Is it just the fact that their body is either, you know, their spirit body in the dream world is resting there, or their body in Japan is resting there, but they're never actually sleeping? Because that's kind of crazy, because that means bro is living, or he has been living, a 24-hour life since he was a child. And that's pretty crazy. Not because of your like body, as far as like, oh, your body's resting in there or over here, so like it's not being affected, but mentally never actually sleeping is kind of crazy to me. And I want to put that on your guys' radar to see what you guys thought about that, because like, you know what, like a big part of life that you know, I mean, like sleep is good. You know, sometimes it can be like, yo, you got like that nap in or whatever, you got that sleep, and the sleep felt good. You know, it felt like restful. You know, so it's one of those things to where it's like, does this effing guy just not sleep? You know what I mean? Like he's sleeping, his body is, but the mind. So I thought that was an interesting thing. And maybe because the body, like our bodies, right, we need the sleep, or else our mind, like, will go crazy. Maybe it's one of these, because his bodies are resting, that he doesn't quite get that mental fatigue, and that could be it too. So I want to just throw that out there, because I was like, oh, I was thinking about this, like, well, I haven't really talked about this before, but yeah, probably because it's not that big of a subject, and it's just fiction, it's not real, so it doesn't matter. All right, I'll see you guys next week for episode 11, and I mean, best case, we just get some more Wridra fan service, and that's good enough. I'll see you then, my friends. Peace out.